Alright, so I always try to keep up with my special requests. I did get a special request on how do Jack and I do our hamburger and our rice in the Instapot. So they happen to have hamburger on sale for $2.49 today, so I grabbed some, because I could use some anyway. Jack has millions of them over there. I do not. This is not frozen. This one's actually fresh from the butcher. It's $73.27, which I don't normally like it that fatty, but it's okay. Whoa, almost lost it.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that, no. So now all I do is put my hamburger in there. I put a little bit of water in there. I put it in my Instapot. And then make sure it's set for seal, which is up there on this one. And then I go to manual, and I do 60 minutes. But I'm going to do 50 minutes because it's not frozen. I'm going to let it come to pressure, and then I'll let it cook for the 50 minutes, and then I'll let the steam out and bring you back. And if I have time tonight, we'll do the rice too. Alright, so you can't really see it. I'm going to put you right there for a second. There we go. Now the next step is you drain all of the grease off of that burger. And then you're going to use, I use one of these tools to mash it. You want it put in little, you know, pieces like you would use for your chili or spaghetti or whatever it happens to be. And once I have it down like that, now I'm going to let it cool and continue to drain because you don't want all the fat in there. And you don't want to package it up while it's hot. So I'm going to let it cool, and then I'll bring you back for the next step. Alright, so the second part of the request was to show how I do my rice. So, we are going to do 2 cups of rice. Let's measure this out here. Yes, I use a 2-liter bottle to store my rice in. And it doesn't need absorbers as long as you keep it full. Alright, so I'm going to use 2 cups of rice. And then the it is to 1 1/4 cups of water. So I need 2.5 cups of water. And then I just stir it around like this. Kind of just shake it around a little bit. Put it in the Instapot. And then for the rice, you're going to come down here to the manual button. Let me see if you can see it here. To the manual button. And I'm going to come down to 3 minutes. I'm starting to wear my button out, Jack. So now once it gets to pressure, it's going to count down. When it beeps and the 3 minutes is up, I'm going to let it do the keep warm, the L, for 10 minutes. And then I'll let the steam come out, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, so I bagged up my rice already. So you put in your bags how many ever. Usually I use pints. I don't know why I had Jack get quarts out, but I did. So it's too late now. But I use my sealer then. And what I do with my rice, so that it doesn't get hard, I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. I'm going to push the seal. And as it starts doing that, I'm going to stop it and then seal it. Because otherwise it squishes your rice really, really tight together. Nobody wants rice you got to play with. And if that's the case, all you have to do is put it in the microwave for a minute, take a fork and separate it. It works fine. Alrighty. So there's my rice. And it's all sealed up. And it stays flat in the freezer. So it lasts for a long time. And you can pull it out whenever you need it. Now my hamburger, I use a little scoop. And again, it depends on your family size. But I put in what I think would be about 1 pound. So That to me seems like it'd be about a pound. And I'm going to do the same thing. I didn't make a lot of either one of them because I already have some in the freezer. So, all right. But this one I want to lay flat, and I'm going to take out the whole entire way. I'm going to let it suction it right on down. This, you guys, saves so much time, and if you can find hamburger on sale, put in that Instapot, get it going. It works fantastic for it. I don't like my Instapot that well, but that's one thing I like it for, is the rice and the hamburger. And chicken. Alright, so there we go. And look how nice and thin it is. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room in your freezer, and you have it stockpiled up. So there's a special request for how I do the rice and the hamburger in my Instapot. So I'll get this all put together, and you'll be able to see it. You guys have a very blessed night.